Okay guys, back at you, custom built for play go mode. I got a little cleaning episode for you guys. And there's a few things you want to do. Cleaning plus it's softening the plastic from all the dirt and everything that you run across. Like if you look at the earthquake here, all that dirt in the tires, that dries your plastic out, dries your tires out. So there's certain things you could do. Like if you look at the earthquake there in those certain areas, how clean that is. And that's compared to the blackout, all the soot, grit, and all of that stuff. And that's just regular old WD-40. I do it to a couple things in a certain area, in certain areas, where as though it's needed. And this is the terrible bubble. I didn't get to actually finish blowing this one out. I have an air compressor. So this right here, if you buy a lot of cleaning products, I would suggest really just getting you some maybe WD-40 or something like that, and a compressor, which is the little red box, the little red bowl over there. It was $100. It came with two nail guns, so that was just added in, plus a hose in that line right there. So, about $100, yeah, that saved you a lot of bread when it comes down to you trying to do certain things, and I think it was worth it. Plus, I do other type of work, so it did come in handy for $100. I made that money back over and over and over again. I mean, geez. But back to the RCs. Here's my drift car. Whereas though you mostly clean, I would say, these areas here. Keep those areas basically spotless because you don't want anything getting into your shocks. This is a drift car, so you can't really tell, but the rocks will get in here. Rocks will get in there, all up in your hub. Rocks are good for getting thrown in here and stopping me from steering. And so just you might want to brush those out. Plus I have my fans here, so I don't want any rocks in there, which I don't have any problems with anything getting caught in my fans. But I'd like to eliminate that problem. And as you see, it's the best thing to do is just keep them clean. Plus it looks a little better. It's better on your suspension wear and tear. Even on those shafts, my spring is a little off. Even on those shafts, keep those shafts clean. You don't want those getting too gritty and all, because I think that, I'm not sure how they're built on the bottom side, but I'm pretty sure you carry some of that dirt and grit up inside your castle, well, inside your shaft for your oil. So just a heads up, yeah. And then it's winter season too, so yeah, you might want to do that. All that salt and stuff they throw out on the ground. It depends on your season too, how often you want to even do this here. But I do it maybe about twice a year or so. And then if I ride back in the sand or dirt or anything like that, I just blow it back off. And water, usually I'll take it out in damp days and let the water rinse it right back off. Bring it in and just blow it off and it comes clean. You want to hit a lot of certain areas in here. Like, see, it's still kind of dusty in there, but it all looks like this. So you might want to keep these areas clean. This is my own setup here with a fan, but I keep that area clean, keep my fans clean. If you not used to blowing out your ECSs, you should. I mean your ESCs, you should. Because you wouldn't believe how much dirt is in those things once you blow them out. Even this fan here for your motors, blow them out. All those, blow those out. I have two here, so I blow those out. My ESCs, I blow those out. Shocks, everything, you have to keep those areas clean because it has a lot to do with your ride. So before you cost yourself a few extra bucks, and like I said, I don't, for any of these cars, the most I'd go through, as long as I keep them clean and certain areas clean, I don't burn through any gears, believe it or not, even with the open gears on the shredder here. I spray that with WD-40. I take a little grease, put it on the op pen, and I just let the op pen just get a little greasy. And then as it rides, it spreads it across the spur or the diff, the diff. So it right across that little area there. So even with the earthquake, the same setup somewhat. So I just spray it off, get all the dust and grit off, and then I put a little grease on there and go with it. Now, with the enclosed ones, I usually make a little hole somewhere in there, like with my blackout. I'll make a hole in there and I'll spray WD-40 in there, and that's right over top of the gear pin, op pin. And I'll just, actually with this one, I take it in there. I just take a syringe. I have a syringe in the grease, and I'll just suck it up and just squirt it in there and let it run around, but test it every once in a while because you don't want it too thick because you'll put too much resistance on your motor. So that's something you might want to check out. With the Terramoto, you just actually just wipe things off. I have to clean this one a little more. Haven't even gotten to the tires or nothing yet. But this is just my first little cleaning here. I didn't even have the air pressure up. I just wanted to sit overnight and then come back down in the morning and actually just spray it off. So after I do that, then I'll go out and I have a couple runs for you guys. And I'll probably end up having a run for you guys maybe every so often or every week or so, I would say. Kind of busy now. But yeah, everything is electric now. Here are the bodies here, just sitting. And get everything running. I think I'm going to retire my boy and leave him just sitting in the cut, because he is one of the best I have so far. So with that volcano, I mean, geez. Let me get it in for you. Let you see what it really looks like. But that is a nice Red Cat brand. Red Cat model. Even with the shocks, I love the shocks. Quadruple shocks all front and rear. So 8 shocks all together. It's not too much that this truck can't jump off of if you put dampers on it, and just make sure you're not bottoming out. Now you can add shocks on here. The shocks I think for this thing is really unlimited, long as they're not too thick, which I was also thinking about. Being as little rod height is the way it is, I was thinking maybe going with another model of shocks. And I don't want to say the brand, but yeah, just any model that's going to keep the back from dropping down too far, because I don't want to thicken the oil too much, end up blowing the shocks out when I can just take them out and use them for something else. Still have my little project coming up, so yeah. So that'll be the next thing that I probably have that'll be special going on, is that probably maybe the dual motor, and I'll probably use the carbon fiber chassis that's there, that little piece of carbon right there, that black sheet. Yeah, and it's kind of light, so I want to get actually a thicker sheet. I want to maybe go 4, because it looks like the shredder is 4, and I just need a strip of it, because I'm thinking about making a dragster. So that'll probably make, if I'm going to go dual, it'll be a dragster, maybe a 110 scale, small, but rear tire is huge. You got a funny car, you never know. But yeah, I'll post something up and let you guys know when I'm on that. And I think that'll be it. Next video I have for you guys will be something on some tires, and something on the, I'm changing over the earthquake, is that the hex size or so they call it, or so I can get rid of those small screws because they start to come out and they're a pain. I've lost a couple wheels on that thing, and it's not funny because it's actually, like I said, I made that one from scratch. So I don't want that one, well, not scratch, but you know, the guts, everything inside. All I had was the towers. All I had was the towers, which was this section here and the back section. Everything else on the inside I had to set up by modify however I needed it done, just get it in there because they don't make it anymore. So that was a first project that I had, and it actually is a beast. Actually, that's why I want to go with the other hexes so I can get these tires on here too, because I don't want these to go to waste. They're too small for the shredder. I have some Badlands coming for the shredder. So, and they're supposed to be a little thicker, so they'll probably come out to here, but actually a tad smaller. So, and these don't look right on here, so I'm not going to go with those. I'm going to just leave those be. So, these tires here, I mean, they're holding up, but yeah, they're balding. You can see, I can tell the difference, I guess, just from looking. I don't know if you can see with the camera, but yeah, they're balding. Because I've been running on the street. I've been running on basketball turf. I've been running this thing everywhere. Rock as a crawler. So I want to change those over. Plus, I want to put my tires on my shredder. And that'll probably be in the next week or so. I'll come back at you guys with that video. So, let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe. Custom Built for Play, Philly Go Mode, YouTube. Philly is on the map. We're trying to get this thing moving. I'm waiting on a few people to see what they're going to do. But, you know, you don't wait on people. So I'll open this channel and just air everything to help whoever needs whatever. So, again, I'm going to show you a quick thing that you may need to know. 1/6 scale is a huge truck. 1/8 scale. 1/10 scale buggy. There's two different types of buggy. You have this type here. And some people call this maybe a sand buggy or whatever like that, but you get the picture where you would drive this thing at. So this is considered a buggy too, but it's a beast. This truck here, this one here, I know for a fact. I don't know about the pickup, but this is a beast. This is a SUV, a 1/10 scale, but this is a special brand, whereas though they made this one kind of a 1/8 scale, but it's huge. And this here, drift car. So give you my reason for this is just to give you a look on, you know, if you want to get into this, it's not that hard. This is the whole setup. The wires may look confusing, but the wires are just wires, and that's it. They're wires. You can set them up how you want. They can be long as you want. They can be short as you want. I just like to have mine like this here. This is what you're going to be dealing with here. Certain things like this. And it's very simple. So, and also it's something to keep your kids out of the streets. You know, it's really nothing too much out here. It's just a simple setups. Simple setups. Few parts and wires plugged in. Few parts and wires plugged in. Like I said, you know, I can make them. All I have to do is order the parts. And we'll just see what we can do. Few wires and parts. So these will run you maybe a truck this size will run you maybe, I would say, from $300 to from $400 to $1,000, and from $400 up to $2,000, I would say. Depends on if you want gas or electric, and that's how that goes. Chuck, this scale run you maybe, a 1/8 scale run you maybe from 300 to 500. 110 scale can go from, I would say, $90. I've seen one for $90, and there's only one for $90 up to maybe 300. All of these here, that one, the two buggies there, they're 110 scales, so you'll be paying that much. Plus also this 110 scale here is a drift car. There you can get those for maybe $100 to maybe about 200, depending on scale. All of these trucks come in different scales. Now the price may vary, but like I said, you'll be paying a pretty penny. So get something that whereas though I would say it'll last you, because they will last. You just have to be careful on what you do. If you need any advice on anything, always come back to the page, pop a question, and I'll get right back to you within maybe 2 days. So if it's a birthday coming up, you're thinking about it for anybody, grandson or whatever like that. With children and things like that, I would say under 14 years old, I would say just monitor them. You have to monitor those batteries. You have to monitor, I would say, the area that they're playing in. So once the battery charging is done, you can let them go out, drive it around, just be right there somewhere where as though, they're, you can say, wait a minute, stop. There's nothing too much. You can sit down and control it with them yourself. You can show them. It'll be that easy. I could do plenty of little tutorial videos. Any questions you have, I can answer them. My daughter's 9 years old. She's been playing with these since she was, I would say, 7. So, yeah. So, and I let her use these scales here. Like this one here, this scale here is a good one for a child. And this one here is good for a child. They're cheap, about 100 to, you can get one for low, like I said, $100. So, yeah, let's give it a try if you're interested. Hit the page, Custom Built for Play, Go Mode, Philly. We on the map. Like, subscribe, guys. Facebook, Custom Built for Play, Go Mode. I'm always around. Enjoy your day.